Hi everybody and welcome back to Sonic06, and we're continuing with Shadow's story, and we're in a new part of the game today, and we're in Kingdom Valley, which is Shadow's, I think, second level. I got that one up, that's bullshit. Anyway, this is the first of the hang gliding levels, and these are appalling, really, because as you'll have noticed, I'm not touching the control stick. I didn't touch the control stick at all there. I just kept going in the same direction, and I shot every so often to destroy some enemies, get some points. But yeah, you don't have to touch the controller there. And now we go through Kingdom Valley. Kingdom Valley has, to be fair, when it comes to levels in this game, Kingdom Valley is one of my more favourite levels. By the way, I put that there because I'm thinking of a part later on, a section put later on in the level. And here we go. Here comes the problem with Rouge. And it's the same problem that Knuckles has as well when clinging onto walls. I'm holding down on the control stick, I'm clicking the jump button, it won't let me get off the fucking wall. Ah, that was frustration there. That was me hoping, maybe if I blow stuff up, I'll be able to get off. And of course I thought, if I go down, maybe I can get off that way. But no, I can't move sideways because the wall, this is in the way. And I can't get off. There we go, I managed to glitch my way off. The control when it comes to clinging onto walls when you're playing as Rouge or as Knuckles is absolutely abysmal. One thing I will say in Rouge's favour, she's... fuck. Oh, I thought, that for a silver medal, that's... don't want that. But yeah, basically, the one thing I think that Rouge has an advantage over Knuckles and even over Tails, where she has an advantage is the fact that she's got this attack where she can just fling like a flurry of bombs straight away, you know, can just jump up in the air and fire a flurry of bombs, and it's just a more consistent method of attack, which Knuckles doesn't really have. At least it's a better way of being able to attack. You can probably tell that I don't really know where the fuck I'm going. I am kind of struggling here to find out where I have to go. And that's a cheap shot. And I was like, fuck it. Let's get going. Yeah, I was trying to destroy. Because here's the thing, even though this method of attack is better, I still think, because in Adventure 2, which was where Rouge first appeared in the Sonic series, I can't get off the wall again. I was off, then I was on. Come on, Rouge, you can do it. You can get off. There you go. Rouge, you can get off. Take that as you will. But yeah, I finally... this is where I have to go, or at least one of them. That was a homing missile. That was bullshit. But as you can see, they're sort of phasing through me a little bit there. So, which isn't and that isn't consistent either. There's the first key. We need to find 3 keys, so it's back to the Adventure 2 formula. But as I was saying, in Adventure 2, Rouge has a kind of... she has the ability... I'm trying to remember. She has the ability to attack manually. She has the ability to attack manually, so instead of just being able to throw bombs, she can actually, you know, she's got a few kicks and punches which actually worked pretty nicely in that game, from what I remember. By the way, I tried going back to that game and holy fucking shit. It's not terrible, it's just playing that game again, man. The control's so fucking stiff. So yeah, I pretty much can't Oh god, that was lucky. And oh, the one time I want to stay on the fucking wall, it just rams me off. Oh, next key. And one of the things which I... So yeah, I would just like it if they gave her a moveset back. It would have worked much better if they gave Knuckles his moveset from... do you know what, I'll be honest, if they'd given them their movesets from... If Knuckles and Rouge had their movesets from Heroes... Obviously not straight ripped out of Heroes, but maybe the same movesets just improved a little bit, I think that they would have worked. I would have enjoyed playing as them a hell of a lot more. As a result, Rouge is... thank God I had invincibility frames. Oh shit, that was lucky. As a result, the game isn't... I've said it before. Oh my god, just about survived that. Oh god, that was terrible. Yeah, I need a ring. Oh, there, I remember where I have to go now. You have to go to grab this. So yeah, it's like going back to the old Adventure 2 formula of collect 3 things in an area to move on to the next area. So yeah, this is this took far longer. It's guys, takes 6 minutes. Fucking 6 minutes to do this. This is terrible. And this is the problem with the Shadow Story, actually. Thank you. The problem with Shadow Story is pretty much that it's a lot of just, you know, bunch of rooms, fight, bunch of enemies. This section, this first Shadow section, the first time you play the game, it is gonna fuck you over pretty damn badly. And it's because of that. If those things hit you, that is an instant kill. So you have to try and avoid everything. You have to try and avoid them. And the camera angle that they give you is absolutely horrific. This machine, actually, I will say this: I say that as I hit a wall. This handles probably the best out of all the vehicle missions. Don't fall into the fucking water, Shadow. That particular vehicle is probably the best handling vehicle in the whole game. Not that saying a lot, because they all kind of suck. But it does feel... It feels fine to control, actually. It's a little bit stiff. It is a little bit stiff in terms of how it feels to control. Yeah, it does feel a little bit stiff in terms of turning, but otherwise it feels pretty nice. The only problem it has for me is that a problem that a lot of people have. I wasn't... Shadow wasn't even on the fucking wall there. What am I talking about? Anyway, the only problem I really have with the vehicle, that vehicle in particular, is the fact that it's so easy to flip over, and if you flip over in the water, then that's it. Game over. You're dead, pretty much. There's no way of recovering. So it's the one thing which I don't like. It's the one thing I don't like about it. Other than that, it does its job. There you go. And yeah, as a Sonic, this is one of my favourite levels in the game. As Shadow, it just doesn't flow as well, and I think it's the big problem that Shadow has, is that his style is combat focused. Style of gameplay is very combat focused. That was fucking lucky. And as a result, it tends to resort to, you know, go into a room, kill a bunch of enemies, that unlocks the way to get out of the room, and, you know, repeat ad nauseum until you're pretty much sick of Shadow. Which doesn't take very long, to be fair. I remember this room took me a little bit of time, or was it the next room? That should have just put me straight. That would have... That's annoying. It should have just put me straight on. And this is actually quite lazy, because that is basically the exact same section as in Sonic's story, but it's flipped round, because on Sonic you go from right hand side to left. That you go from left to right. Wow. So amazing. That line is so terrible. Oh! Another problem with Shadow's gameplay. Oh, it's this room where I had so much trouble trying to work out what the fuck I'm meant to do. I've actually gone up too high. I need to go down. Shadow, you need to go down, son. There we go. As you can see, the door just materialised in. The draw distance is so fucking abysmal in this game. You have to... yeah. I'm trying it again now to see where I have to go. And I can't work it out. And where... and I keep looking around. Is there a door? There's a guy. Ah. This is the way I have to go. This next section I died on a couple of times. So, yeah, this is a bit of a pain in the ass section, but whatever. You know, I think when you first start playing as Shadow, you don't find it too bad, and it's fair enough point to say that I didn't find it too. Yep, I didn't know that was going to collapse on me, so it fucked me over. I died 2 or 3 times here, I have to say. Second, do I show off the second death and try and remember? Ah! That was annoying. And now I'm like, ah. Tom, what are you trying to do? Tom? No, can't go that way. Why did I keep it? What are you doing? What are you doing? Go that way. Yes. There you go. And you might think, oh, you're screwed. Nope. You can jump onto the interior sections, and because they stayed intact for whatever reason. That's, yeah, I kept in the second death. Really fucking annoying. I almost died there again. Yeah, I hated that section so fucking much as in Shadow's story. Couldn't fucking stand it. Anyway, I was basically saying that basically with the Shadow stuff is that when you first start off playing Shadow's story, I think it's actually alright. You know, you're having some fun with it, but it's just Shadow's story, even more than Sonic's and Silver's, is just, it just tires you the fuck out, because yay, and it's the end of the stage. It just tires you out because it's like fight a bunch of enemies, go into a room, fight a bunch of enemies, bit of platforming, and it just continues ad nauseum until you're pretty much fucking sick of it. Also, I would say in terms of Shadow's story that having that level as the second level in the fucking game, it's way too hard to be the second Shadow story level. It's way too fucking hard. It would be like the original plan they had for Sonic 1, which was basically initially in Sonic 1 the plan was to have Green Hill Zone first and then have Labyrinth Zone second, which would be a similar level, or which would be a similar difficulty spike. So yeah, it's not a good place to have the second level, or at least try to reduce the difficulty a significant amount from Sonic's level. And there is some random exposition from Rouge, and here's Dr. Eggman again. Hey asshole, how are you? You sound surprised, Rouge. Hi, how are you? Still acting like a prick. Here is Eggman probably at his worst in the whole 3 stories in terms of how the game makes him look. Starts off pretty promising because he's pretty competent here, but then he does this. I want that scepter, so I'm going to punch the person who has it, and I'm not going to get the scepter, and the scepter's going to fall on the ground. So scepter falls on the ground slowly. Smashes, takes out all the badniks that he's got available to him here, all the robots, and just to top it off, he releases the main villain of the whole fucking game, and then he acts like a bitch. So yeah, Robotnik, this is not your finest hour, son. Not your finest hour at all. One thing I will say is that oh god, the animation on that looks fucking abysmal. That shadow effect looked horrible. Now this section I will say looks genuinely... that looks okay. I mean, the shadow effect looks fine. You know, the taking shadow and, you know, kind of swirling it into a pool of smoke and bringing this guy out is not bad. I like the animation there. It worked pretty well. So, this is the main villain of the whole game. This is Mephiles the Dark. Yeah, you couldn't have a more evil name if you fucking tried. I will say here... there he is. I will say that I like his initial... because if you play Shadow's story next, which you should, really. But, I like his animation here. I think he's genuinely creepy, genuinely dark. I like... Mephiles as a villain is pretty decent. I'll talk more about him next part, because we're at the end of the part now. So, we're almost at the end of the part. So, join me next time for the next part of Sonic06. We continue Shadow's story. And they're going to be sent back through time, forward through time. See you next time.